Hey, it's Cindy, and it's time for Monday School. About a week ago, I was over in Central Oregon near Madras, and we stopped off at this wonderful big nursery, family-run nursery called Martin's Nursery, and it's one of my favorite places to go when I'm there, and it is my happy place. I'm going to tell you, when I'm in a plant store, a big, with annuals and perennials and all sorts of things, I am in nirvana, okay? And I said to my husband, this is what I always wanted to do. And the reason I didn't, if you're wondering why, is because I was afraid to ask a question. I was afraid to make what I call the ask. When I was a kid, up the road from us on our farm on Somerville Road was where Mr. and Mrs. Shear lived. And the Shears had a big plant nursery, not really big, but it was a nice plant nursery on West 11th in Eugene. But on Somerville Road is where they had all their greenhouses and where they did their propagation and got everything ready to take into the store. And one summer when I was in my early teens, my dad said, why don't you go up? You love plants so much. You love to garden. Why don't you go up and ask Mr. and Mrs. Shear for a summer job? I bet they'd hire you in a heartbeat. And instead of being excited and, oh my gosh, what a great idea, fear struck me. Anxiety. I was filled with panic. I thought, I can't do that. I can't go up there and ask for a job. I don't know how to do that. My dad said, come on, just go on up and tell them that you love plants. You've always loved to do that, and you're really interested in it, and see if they could put you on for the summer. And I started down the driveway and up the road multiple times and always turned around and came back because I was afraid. I was afraid to ask the question. And if I was honest, what I was really afraid of was I was afraid of the answer. If it was no, oh, the rejection, the humiliation, my gosh, how could I survive that? But the other part was, what if it was yes? What do I do next? I've never worked in a plant nursery before. I don't know the first thing about this sort of thing. It never occurred to me that they would give me some on-the-job training and I would learn. I was young. This was something I didn't know. And you would think, because when I was 19, I started my first business, and I started off on a lifetime really of entrepreneurship, that I would have overcome that fairly quickly because I launched out into the world at a pretty young age. But the truth is, I was always afraid of making the ask until I probably hit my stride in my 40s. And I can guarantee you, and I want to say this first, I don't have a lot of regrets in my life, and I think I've had a great life, and I'm really happy with the course of events that I traveled down to get where I'm at. Had a great ride. But I'm absolutely certain that if I had marched my little 14-year-old self up the road and asked Mr. and Mrs. Shear for a job, it might very well have changed the course of my life, because I think I love to get my hands in the dirt so much that that's probably what I would have spent my life doing if I had made the ask. Here's two things I want you to know. Number one, if you don't ask the question, the answer is pretty much always going to be no. And if the answer is yes, take the leap. The net will appear somewhere. It really will. And don't miss out on following your passion because you are afraid of rejection or of success. Both very real fears. And I hope you have a great day. Hope this is helpful to you. It's a beautiful Monday on the Oregon coast, and I am glad to be here. Have a great day.